Hello and welcome to my first Age of the Ring cast. I literally do not know what I'm doing, but I wanted to record a league match in which we have the biggest wizard blast, I think, in recorded history. And so whatever you think of the quality of this first cast, you will nonetheless see some good wizard blasting from Gandalf. We have in the bottom left Heracles as Haradwaith, and then we have ProgMisha in the top right as Gondor in what I believe is the Easterlings bracket for Age of the Ring Season 1 of the tournament. Age of the Ring is a mod of Battle for Middle-earth 2, which came out sometime after the first game came out in 2004. The mod is free, it's standalone, it's terrific, you should definitely go download it. Meanwhile, I'll try to keep up with everything that's going on if I can. But the crazy thing about this match, I think, love the ambient noise from the Harad eco structure. The crazy thing about this match is that Gandalf gets from level 1 to level 7.5, just shy of 7.5. And there's, as far as I can see, I've watched it 2 or 3 times, there's no Pippin buff, there's no Imrahil, there's no Forlong. And we have a barracks start here, and it looks like a stable's coming in the back. And we've got a double Gondor outpost, so we're going to see Warlord spam from Heracles. So one thing about Gondor is that you basically, I mean, we have like the cheap hero of Pippin, and he synergizes really well with melee heroes like Boromir, who tend to level slowly. Or you can keep them on rock throw and help give an experience gain to your archer heroes. So Gondor has a lot of ways they can improve the experience gain of heroes. And one of those ways is just Pippin hitting level 5 and then hanging out next to your hero. So that's really a smart purchase. For $3.15, basically, with the banners, you can get Pippin's experience buff for heroes like Boromir, who really get their value starting to show at levels 3 or 5 to get the Horn of Gondor at level 3 or the leadership at level 5. And we've got some early creeping from Heracles. Did not want to creep this giant scorpion. Reminds me of something from the movie Eight-Legged Freaks, but I guess in this case it's a six-legged freak. Anyway, looks like a bit of a mugging of the opponent's Warglare here. We've already got this Warglare down. So Heracles is well ahead on the harass and creeping because he's going down both lanes. He's going, assuming the Scorpion doesn't destroy his Warlord, he's going to get this farm down this lane while the other troops from Gondor are being distracted with this harass group. So this farm isn't going to go down, but he is going to get this one because all the army is right up here. And the Penethgalen cavalry are going to be pretty ineffectual against Warlord spears. So some smart play by Heracles at the beginning of the match. Both players have gone for their tier 1 horn. Looks like Heracles has used his. ProgMisha is still holding on to their tier 1. Haven't used it yet. Pretty standard start from Gondor to either go double barracks, double barracks, or barracks cavalry, and then get a second barracks. I tend to like getting barracks and then an archery range myself. I think the archer's backline is just getting free volleys, especially on spam like this, or if you're facing Misty. Although I haven't PvP'd a lot as either Harad or Gondor. I tend to prefer Isengard to Gondor, but Saruman is Saruman as he should have been Gandalf, so take that. Anyway, this group is not going to get the farm. There's too many archers. Well, I guess there's one group of archers, and then there's too many Gondor troops here. Too many fiefdom troops coming in. I'm going to assume that Forlong's going to be the first hero in. Earlier when I watched this, I just fast-forwarded to the Wizard Blast part because I wanted to count the heroes and be damn sure there was nothing going on. So, ProgMisha has dropped the horn, and so Heracles knows, okay, I've got to get out of here. There's no way I'm going to stand and fight and actually trade well when the Horn buff is active, especially since Warlord units are going to trade poorly with fiefdom units anyway. So we're going to dry spell to limit production and farm gain from this crucial farm here, and then kill another farm in the back, and then we'll see if we can get another one. And then we've got another harass group right here. So Heracles is doing really well, I think, on the harass, going down both lanes. Hasn't teched up too much, has gone for a Mahood gathering to get some units that trade a little bit better with the fiefdom units from Gondor. Forlong has hit the field, and he is ready to put the beat down on some Haradwaith units, it looks like. That's a pretty bold helm for a 1k-ish hero. And no hero yet for Haradwaith that I see. So we're going to have a clash here. Not a great idea, I think, for Harad, because the Forlong leadership is going to make them trade poorly. But the Horn comes in for Haradwaith, so it might even the odds a little bit. But then we've got... Forlong is still pretty tanky. So Gondor is forced to retreat just from the sheer numbers, but I don't think Haradwaith got a lot out of that engagement. They did make Gondor buy the emergency heal to keep that in the back pocket. And the Mahood units, I think, did surprise ProgMisha a little bit. We'll see if that farm also here goes down. But cavalry coming in to trample the Mahood, so that's the weakness with Mahood. They don't have pikes from that gathering. So here we are with heal coming in for ProgMisha. So if you know Pinnac Aelin on the field, you know, in my view, you probably should tech up first to the Rondor outpost and put the Warlord spam on the back burner and try to focus on getting, and he has teched up, I think rightly, to get some better pikes and some cav to defend against the cavalry from Gondor. Pippin is on the field, Axemen are on the field too, so I mean Harad really needs to tech up and get those better units on the field fast before they, you know, start feeding these Axemen here and the heroes coming out for Gondor. And, oh, I didn't even notice CR Rule's on the field, so here's a nice leadership that first includes Tribal Harondor and then includes Mahoods. So he's good if you're going with Mahood, Harondor, Warlord mix army. Probably going to see Suladan also. Excellent hero as well, especially for his hero killing abilities and his support for cavalry harass or your just main army of Harondor units. Gondor coming down the center lane. A bold peasant minding the border here. Minding the front line between Gondor and Haradwaith. I guess Gondor has gotten tired of Harad and being free and happy under Sauron's dominion and wants to replace the Dark Lord with an Edain Numenorian Lord, I suppose. And farm is deleted to deny the spellbook. Game. There is Suladan on the field, so if he can pinpoint Forlong in this mass of units, it would be definitely a good idea to do Sundering, Severing? One of the two. Sundering or Severing Strike on the hero. And Denethor is also on the field. I think he's an excellent choice too. The leadership canceling, but especially the fear, I think that is terrific. He gets that at level 3. The vision is good, but the leadership cancellation aspect of it is so great that ideally you'd use this offensively near the opponent's base to cancel leadership, plus you get the vision for the extra few minutes after the engagement ends. Haradwaith on the back foot, because again, those Mahood and tribal units are not going to trade well with the Gondor fiefdom units, especially reinforced by Forlong plus Denethor. But Cav coming in to help push back, and if he can get around these pikes and get this trample on the archer clump way back here, that would be very useful, but does not go for it. I think he could have gone for it, probably had time. Maybe would have fed a little bit with just one Cav group. Looks like there's some more harass opportunities down the lanes for especially for Gondor. 975 CP for Gondor. And 700 for Haradwaith. Harad really needs to expand down these lanes and also get some of the, in the back of the base, the trade caravan so you can get upgrades. Because you know Gondor's going to get it. And look, marketplace coming in. So yeah, it's at this point, Harad needs to have a map control lead and pressure on harass, or else they're going to lose, because there's no way their eco can keep up with Gondor if you just let Gondor keep all these farms. So, and this isn't going to be enough on its own. You probably should be going down both lanes. This is a good place on one lane, and then once the army is all over here, send the rest of your group, you know, down the center or down over here. Like, if you're not pressuring Gondor on multiple fronts and you let them keep their farms in the eco buff, which hasn't come in quite yet, but is being researched as we speak, you're just going to be in trouble. Umbarian Citadel coming in. So that's, I mean, you can read the writing on the wall. Casimir's on the field, so a good choice to go with the Umbarian Citadel. Synergizes well with Gondor, with Casimir's the hero choice. He gives the leadership buff to the Black Numenorians. And Gondor's army, the entire army went over to creep, so now they all have to rush back to kill these, to get these farms here. But we have some unprotected archers here. Yeah. This is why I said you should just, once you see Pentagalon on the field, you should really just get rid of these and not invest in them. Because you want a little bit sturdier archers, some archers that hit a little harder. You want the, I don't know, I think you're just not going to trade well with Gondor fiefdom units, with Warlord spam in the long, and even the mid-game. At least, that's my sense of things. But I'm in the beginner bracket, so don't take anything I say as true, definitely not as gospel, but probably not even as true. Anyway, you're not here for my commentary, you're here for the Wizard Blast. We're getting there, don't worry. We'll get there eventually. Oh, and the Umbarian Citadel will go down, which is a huge loss. Not a good thing. Horn does come in, but the debuff from Stone of Anarion on these units. So here we go. Gondor is feeding a little bit, but they're trading well. Now this backline is just totally. And now the Fear has come in, which should have come in a little bit earlier in my view, but Boromir's on the field. So Gondor Hero Squad is coming in strong. Forlong's level 6. He has Vitality. Active. Ciar Rule is still there. Casimir and Suladan are still there, so... But they're being outmatched unit-wise. The Fourth Men of Darkness has come in. But those are pikes, and, you know, these... Minas Tirith Knights 2 and Pentagalon... You just need the Harandor spears at this point, and Black Numenorians, or, you know, these 15 units and these Minas Tirith soldiers are gonna eat your lunch. So we do have some Harandor archers, which is good. We do not have... This should be upgraded too. There's no... I don't know. I think there's no reason to get warlords at this point, because they're just gonna get eaten up by the fiefdom units with this leadership. And Kron Lambar is on the field too. Some good. I think Heracles. It was sort of Heracles' match to lose, I think, until Gondor got that marketplace and just kept map control the rest of the game. That's sort of what I got from fast forwarding through it. Like you gotta keep going down these lanes, or especially if Gondor's going to send their whole army after one harass group. So if ProgMisha is going to send the whole army, you know, to attack your one group of cav over here, and then send the rest of your units over here, and then retreat both. You'll still get a farm or two. You'll get the power points. You'll get the experience, and you won't lose anything. So and you'll sort of demand their attention, which is good. Anyway, so we got Forlong, Boromir, Pippin, I believe is still alive in there. Yup, brave soldier of Gondor. Imrahil's on the field, so we got the Dol-Amroth Citadel. I probably should be paying better attention to everything, but Jesus, there's a lot going on in this game. We got the Cav harass group, so we got one of each Cav, I guess. So if you want to screenshot the Gondor cavalry army, here it is. And look, some unprotected swordsmen. I think also Mahut Swordsman just not a good investment at this point. You should be going for rebuilding that citadel, maybe closer to the fort over here and in the back, and then getting Black Numenorians. But we got a clash over here, so it looks like pressure on this forward barracks. And I like this. I like the Gondor units. I think it's a much better choice for this cav group. And these are heroic calves, so they can take quite the punishment from pikes, and they're showing their worth. Crown Bar, Breaker of Stone coming in. Suladan with Severing Strike. Crown Bar might bite the dust here, but he has gotten that crucial first 2 levels to get to level 3 and get this ability, which makes him a huge threat. Not to mention this fear and terror resistance, which is good since Denethor's on the field and already feared your archers before, so it's nice to have Crown Lumbar for that resist. Barracks does go down. I think it was level 2. That is a loss. There go the Anorian troops. Ooh, and the Unrelenting Sun, very cleverly used to save the hero squad, because notice, look how low Crown Lumbar is. He would not have made it back to the base, but Unrelenting Sun came in and slowed the enemy units. So, very smart play, I think, by Heracles to use that weather spell to protect the heroes and that investment. But I still don't see any Barian Citadel. I don't think upgrades have come in yet, so Harad needs to get another bit of CP ASAP, which is Heracles' next thought. You know, put a farm here too, and put some more of these caravans out. Maybe harass a little bit with Cav, but yeah, I mean, at the moment it's starting to turn Gondor's way here. Gandalf has hit the field. Okay, so here comes the Wizard Blast. Greatest Wizard Blast of all time, I think. 861 army versus 420. But look, 861, watch what it goes down to when Gandalf uses that Wizard Blast. Now notice, there is Pippin in here. You can see him somewhere in here. Boromir is here. You can tell by that little leaf under him that Pippin's on the field. Gandalf is here too, of course. But Pippin, from when I saw this the first time, Pippin dies before Gandalf's Wizard Blast goes off. And Imrahil, I think, also is not around. I think he died also. At least I do not see him. So there's Pippin. He is going to die before Gandalf gets this Wizard Blast off. But, okay, here it comes. Get ready. Fourth Men of Darkness has come in to defend this cavalry harass, but we're going to watch this. Because I want you to watch... Okay, 861. Here's Gandalf. Now watch Pippin. He dies. He dies basically immediately. There's no Imrahil, no Forlong. Forlong died earlier. So watch this Wizard Blast. Gandalf's coming in. See, Pippin's dead. That's Pippin going down. Watch this Wizard Blast. Holy crap. And look, it went down like 700. Oh my god. And the heal comes in to save Gandalf, Crown Lumbar, Breaker of Stone. So Gondor is also getting their army punished here. But holy crap, 1 to 7.5. And at this point, Gondor also has the tier 4 ready to go. Before Gondor comes in a little late there, Boromir, my friend. Your army's already been hit by Breaker of Stone, but whatever. I mean, now at this point, it is definitely ProgMisha's game to lose, because this guy is ready to destroy the heroes, buff the army with Rekindled Hearts. And now it's, you know, Heracles is now firmly on the back foot. His army is totally gone. Like, all those archers, all those spears, gone from that one Wizard Blast. I mean, that's how he got all the way to level 7.5, basically. Denethor is now back on the field. And thank goodness he wasn't there, because Gandalf would have lost 15% experience gain if they'd been too close to each other. So one thing to note is if you do have Denethor, it might be well to put Gandalf with Imrahil and Faramir and Cav as part of a harass or just a cavalry group. And then Gandalf on Shadowfax is more of a hero killer. As you can see from reading the sort of tooltip for these spells and what they do, and he's mounted. Elisar has come in. He is tired of the free Haradwaith peoples. He wants to subjugate them just like the Dark Lord Sauron. I'm sure that's exactly how Tolkien would have thought of things and pictured it. Fulfill Your Oath is ready to go. Not that there's much of an army to kill. But, I mean, Harad has rebuilt quite quickly. But, you know, Scorpions ain't going to be enough. So, I just... He never rebuilt that Umbarian Citadel, and it's really hurting him now because the front line he's got is with those pikes. Unupgraded and pikemen. They're just not going to trade well. Casimir's stun does come in. Karlambar does have Breaker Stone ready to go. Fulfill Your Oath to push back against the Harad. I think it missed most of the army, though. So kind of a waste of that really excellent ability that Elisar has. Lumakill does literally nothing. Breaker Stone does something. So it's good the stun and was in there, too, and the armor reduction of Casimir. Tier 4 has dropped. Oh, uh-oh. Gandalf might bite the dust here. And Unrelenting Sun. I really want to shout out again to the excellent use of Unrelenting Sun in this game. Because to slow the army so his own heroes could escape, and also to slow Gandalf and the enemy heroes so he could one-shot Gandalf with this ability, which you saw took Gandalf out when he was, you know, level 8. Even though he wasn't indeed on, you know, yellow health or so. Heal was available, but I'm not sure it would have saved Gandalf against this, because I actually don't know how much damage it does offhand, but clearly it can do quite a bit. So we are going to get a little bit of counter harass, but frankly I think that's kind of a waste. I think you should run back, heal your heroes, and get that Citadel as soon as possible. And start getting those, pumping out those Black Numenorians, ideally upgrading them, or else you're toast. Because you still have your hero squad, so you could, you know, while Gondor has basically, you know, no army, while your tier 4 is on the field, you could use that time to recover a little bit. But the Gondor eco is just going to outmatch you if you sit back and don't tech up, so your harass and army is just not going to trade efficiently. So I don't know. I feel like losing that Umbarian Citadel and then never rebuilding it was sort of where Heracles lost the game. But really nothing you can do against that Wizard Blast. You can scatter your army when you see Gandalf hit, but if that successfully kills your clump like that, killing 700 CP of army of units, I think you're just toast at that point. Unless the opponent really screws up, which is always possible. Fourth Man of Darkness, but again, I don't think it's going to do a lot against these heroic guards of the Citadel here. You have the Fountain Guards. Again, we have Elisar, you know, going toe-to-toe with the hero squad and trading perfectly efficiently. We've got Casimir's abilities coming in. Casimir's such a good hero. I'll take him over Karlambar any day of the week with the banner and support for Black Numenorians, frankly. But Breaker Stone is not to be underestimated either. And the Ensorcelled Rage ability is really cool, but it's hard to get a slowpoke like Karlambar to level 10. He's just so slow on the field, and anyway. So we got Denethor. His summon is available. Which that's another reason I tend to like Denethor. I like heroes with summons, generally speaking. Gandalf is back. I think it's just over at this point. Tier 4s have been dropped. Gondor's got the map control, eco advantage, the tech advantage, the hero advantage. I think Siarul died. I think Suladan also died. And Casimir, I believe, is also dead. So I think it's over at this point. That Wizard Blast really put it in ProgMisha's bag, so. Which is a shame. I thought the use of the weather spell was good and the Black Matriarch to take out Gandalf was great, but you know, here he is again. Here he is back in action, ready to use Word of Power. Or You Shall Not Pass. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, decommissioning, I guess. So game over. GG, well played. Hope you enjoyed the greatest Wizard Blast in history. Thanks for watching this Age of the Ring cast. You should really get the mod. Check out the Discord if you want to sign up for next season of Player vs. Player. They believe they're going to do Season 2. No idea when. Season 1's still going on, so feel free to get the mod and check out the replays and so on and other casts of it. If you have a bigger Wizard Blast than that, first of all, I doubt it. Second of all, send it to me. I'll take a look.